Hey guys, it's Glenn from Glenn's Car Collection. We're driving a press car from Lexus, the LC500, but this isn't the V8 version, it's the hybrid version. Now we have videos, I think back in 2017 when this channel started, of the V8 and the hybrid. Beautiful luxury car with a luxurious interior. This hybrid with its 6-cylinder and mild hybrid system combined make about 354 horsepower. And this is Lexus has, instead of individual or paint to sample for Porsches, it's called bespoke. And this is Nightfall Mica Metallic, which to me reminds me a lot of Tanzanite on the BMW M3, M4. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous color. And this has some extra options here. This is basically a bespoke car with all these individual options. It's also got an interior that you won't believe. It's basically an orange interior. Reminds me of that orange interior on the new M3, M4. Actually, it's a stunning color combination. I got a lot of thumbs up at driving here. But beautiful car, especially with the black trim and accents. Probably one of the best looking cars on the road, to be honest with you. Now, it's a 2+2. I don't know who you can really fit in the back seat. Beautiful car. I love this spoiler. Lots of thumbs up from driving this. So I'm 6 feet tall. There's the back seat, so you really have no leg room. Beautiful seat. So you're going to use this as a 2-seater, let's be honest. It's a very quiet car. We'll go over some of the controls. Now, Lexus is not as easy to use as some of the other cars here. The infotainment is difficult, let's put it that way. You can play around with some stuff. All your menus are on the bottom here. You got the transmission here, which we'll go in a second. So you have we're in park right now. We can drive in manual mode or drive. It's a little tricky to get in manual mode. I'll show you that in a second. There's an EV mode that you can drive in. You also have your controls here for phone and to go through the menu buttons. Beautiful interior. I love the steering wheel on the Lexus. I love all the stitching here. You actually get an analog clock, which is real cool. Climate control they made easy. It's right here. Very easy to do. You can pop the, so you have a heads-up display. I don't know if you're going to see it, but we'll try. I only have this car for literally a few minutes, so what I'm going to try to do is drive in manual mode, give you a really good drive for this car. So, gorgeous car. Let's see if it drives as good as it looks. So now in manual mode, I'm doing the shifting myself. We're going to get good gas mileage here being a hybrid. Lots of thumbs up driving to this shoot location. Now this is a really bumpy, rough road, and you can see the suspension is nice and soft. That may not translate to good handling, so we're going to find out because we're going to take it on some twisties on the way back to bring this car back to the Lexus reps. So far, very comfortable, very quiet. So there's more noise if you get the V8 version of this car. This is the hybrid version. We do have old videos of this car on the channel. And you know, Savage Geese, he loves this car. He bought one. All right, so we'll do some acceleration here on the highway. And we'll see if this car, how quick it is. All right, so there's some dips in the road there, but I handled that dip well. You would bottom out in some lesser cars there for sure. All right, so we're gonna downshift to third, downshift to second. We got an open highway here, and let's accelerate. All right, so it shifted the first time for me. The second time I had to shift it. So I would describe that as quick, not fast. And we actually have a 10-speed automatic, which in a car like this, of course there's construction, in a car like this is probably a couple gears too many, to be honest with you. Of course, when I have to make a U-turn up here, these cars, oh, I think I can make it. These guys are probably turning left into my U-turn. Of course, why wouldn't they? All right, so there's a little delay on downshifts. Again, it's a torque converter automatic. It's not a dual clutch transmission. I love this interior combo. I really do, interior and exterior. All right, so we're downshifting to first, and now we'll accelerate onto the highway. Got some traction control going on there. Just before you have to shift, the red light comes on. Being in sport holds it in gear, which I like. It didn't upshift for me when I got off the gas. You got a little noise. I mean, it's a hybrid, so how much noise are we expecting? It's probably synthetic noise, but you got a little engine there. All right, we'll take it up to some twisties and we'll find out if this is a sports car or just a really good looking luxury car. Now, I really think this is one of the best new cars out there, best looking new cars out there. Now, this car has is $99,000 base price. This one is higher than that because you have two $3,600 options, one for the exterior paint and one for the interior, which are both bespoke. So think of bespoke as BMW does individual and Porsche does paint to sample. So far, ride's really smooth. I mean, these are rough roads, a lot of bumps, and the suspension is handling it no problem. Great daily driver. Hard to see the heads-up display, you can barely see it. And I think you have to, I think you can move it around. But it's pretty dim compared to, say, the BMW heads-up displays that I've driven. Handling stays nice and flat. There was delays there going down from 4/3 to 2nd. It shifts pretty quickly on the upshifts. Now this road's gonna get really tight, so we'll see. Now, I don't think somebody buying this car is a very, successful, wealthy person. They're probably taken to the country club. They're not going to be driving like we're driving it. These are my roads for today, so this is how we're going to drive it. But you see a lot of the reviews from a lot of the enthusiasts like me, and I think they're expecting this to be a sports car, and it's really a fast luxury car. So it is not, a 911. It is, though you can make those cars pretty luxurious, especially if you get a turbo or Turbo S, but a total different price point. A Jaguar F-Type not going to be as luxurious as this is. Maybe more fun to drive and give you better sound. 10-speed is probably great for highway mileage. With gas prices what they cost right now, that's probably a good thing. Driving like this, I think we're going to be in 4th gear and under. So now the road's going to get tighter. We'll see if we have some understeer. So I am using some trail braking. I didn't feel like the car was going to turn in there. The turns are going to get a little tighter. I'm going down to 3rd. This is an off-camber right turn. We got some good acceleration out of the turn. It put the power down. This is a rear drive car. It's definitely a fun car. No way is it a sports car. I wouldn't take it on any of the mountain drives I do up here. But as a daily driver, if you don't need a back seat, this is quite a car. Now this is a tough sweeping left-hander. It is holding me in gear, so notice when I get off the gas, it is holding me in gear, so I do like that. And again, we're in sport mode, and we're also in manual shifting mode. So now we're in 4th, we're going to downshift. This is an off-camber right turn where cars understeer, and that did. I think that was the lane keeping. So again, if you drive this is the most this car will ever be pushed, I promise you. And I've driven them on the track. I've driven a Monticello Motor Club, and it was fine if I remember correctly. I do have the track video on this channel. But it is fun to drive. It's very luxurious. It makes good sounds. It's very efficient, and you're gonna get thumbs up wherever you go. If you're looking for a sports car, I would check out the F-Type, the 911, that M5, and other cars. So this would be probably last on my list as it's a sports car, but it would probably be first on my list. I was just putting back in drive there. First on my list as a daily driver. All right, guys, remember to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Thank you to Lexus for allowing me to borrow this car. Thanks again, and I will see you next time.
I won't break